Welcome to ShovelWare Podcast. I am your host, Mr. B.R. Jones. And words. Here's a joke insert here. Words. Intro, words. My co-host over there, words. ShovelWare Podcast.
Macabre joke.
Just think about it right now. Everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for.
Start it up if you want to. I don't really care, man.
Okay. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the... Okay, how many times have you used that reboot joke? Is this 3 or 4?
Too many.
Welcome to the post-time skip episode of ShovelWare, where now we're very slightly older. You can tell because I'm wearing a different pair of glasses, and we got new powers, like in a...
And I have a Master Roshi shirt.
Yeah, like we're wearing slightly different clothes now, and we're very slightly tall. So it's after the time skip, we got a whole bunch of new powers. And we're just gonna chill out today, fellas.
We're gonna find One Piece. We're
gonna find One Piece that I started reading again. I can't believe they're almost there, kinda, sorta.
They're still almost there, kinda, sorta.
Yeah, they're getting there. They're like on the last scheduled stop to One Piece.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I think my audio is shitty. Wait. I'm sorry. Continue on. I didn't mean to stop the whole thing, but how you been, Brandon? Like,
okay. I guess I'll just keep talking to the camera.
No, I'm talking to you. But like, it's legitimately been like 3 weeks since the last time we done an episode. You know, I've been going through some things. You've been going through some things. Like, what's happening, man? Like, how's life? What you been doing?
Yeah, today's the episode where we're just gonna chill out for a minute, I guess. That's why I'm wearing rose-colored tinted lenses for chilling purposes.
Yeah, and that's why I got a Hawaiian shirt. It's just like I actually didn't even really go to Hawaii. I just bought an ugly shirt so I can talk about
it. Thank God.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to wear ugly shirts.
Yeah, if I had a lighter, which I apparently don't, I would have smoked before we started.
Oh, well, don't feel bad because I didn't smoke before we start. I'm actually trying to cut back, to be honest. Like, honestly, I'm really trying to cut back.
That's fair. I've just been, just taking, straight CBD, which is great for just relaxing, but not really, getting high. So,
it's not really, it's still does get high, but it's not really psychoactive.
Like, if I need to operate heavy machinery, then I'm still good.
Yeah. CBD is more of a healing aspect of marijuana.
It's the relaxing episode, and I'm looking down at my notes, and, none of this is fucking relaxing, so I guess I'm just going to skip over.
I don't care. We don't actually have to go with a theme. Like, it's our comeback episode.
No, I kind of like the episode where we're just chilling out.
That's gonna be our version of chill out is like literally nothing, and that's just kind of. I mean, I don't.
Today we're just gonna talk about how great Ocarina of Time is.
Again, for like the millionth time.
Actually, I don't think we've ever really talked about Zelda, which is weird because it feels like we're just actively not trying to do that because it's just opening a Pandora's box.
Not necessarily it's opening Pandora's box. It's just there's no relevant Zelda news, and I guess that kind of is open to Pandora because I can just talk about Zelda like infinitely, and nothing I say would be relatively new information. I mean, I don't know, maybe a different perspective, but I don't think I have anything new. I don't know. We could talk about Zelda.
I mean, honestly, you have a lot of fresher Zelda perspective than I've seen.
Like what?
Like the Ganon and Ganondorf being like two dudes and not just like him saying, "Oh, this is my heartless form" or whatever. Okay, I'm sick of this hat now. I'm still gonna wear loser prescription glasses, so they're staying.
I'm not the. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to take 100% credit for that. Like, yeah, Ganon and Demise are two different beings, and I came up with that theory years ago, and if anyone else says otherwise, they're a fucking liar. Every last YouTuber who says anything else relating to Ganon and Ganondorf being two separate people, they got it from me. All royalty should come to this guy over here. Every last one.
Yeah, so just comment your money.
Just comment your money down below.
Comment your money, guys.
Yeah, make it happen.
So I think it's been like, how long? It's been like 3 weeks, a month, I think.
Not a month, and probably like 3 weeks, almost.
I guess everyone decided that they're gonna go to Area 51 next month. I guess that's a hot meeting.
That is something we haven't talked about because we haven't been recording. Yeah, so I don't even know what the fuck to say about that. I'm kind of all right. Only thing I can say because I haven't paid too much attention to it. I know it's a joke, but I also know there's going to be someone who's going to really try it, and I want that person. I secretly want that person to succeed.
Oh, I absolutely want that person to succeed.
I kind of want it to happen. Then again, I
like
don't want
in my heart of hearts, like my gut is saying that there's nothing crazy interesting if you're an American citizen at Area 51, just planes and guns and shit. But also, I want someone to go in and find out. Like I want the fucking raid to happen where they just run in and go, oh, here's the labs. That's yep.
I'm more excited to see what happens. Like I don't think there's going to be like any reveal of aliens. I don't think there's going to be any reveal of like any cool technology. I just think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to get arrested and maybe someone might get shot on camera.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, that's like the more realistic like vision of it. But
like, still. Not that I want anyone to get shot, I'm trying to save face over here, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I hella don't want to see any idiots get themselves killed.
I don't want to see it.
You're right. I don't want to see it. I actually don't want to physically see it or visually see it. But
I don't want to physically see it, but it's going to be wild when they have to like arrest a bunch of people in like Naruto shirts and whatever for trying to raid Area 51. And even wilder when they find out that if you get past the gates, it's probably just going to be like 20 miles of fucking nothing.
Did you see that fucking video of the military, like the Air Force actually taking that shit seriously? Like, explaining what Naruto running is and shit like that? Like,
yes. It's great. And it kind of... So I think there's sort of two things that I kind of noticed there. So one, even though it's like, it's haha, it's meme, it's joke, there's a certain amount of seeing the government saying, oh shit, people can just band together and decide they want to do stuff. And I like that. Like, mm-hmm. Do I think anything will come of it? No. Not really. Mm-hmm. But I do think it is like really notable when people are getting up and like getting ready to go do stuff, like enough to where the government has to take that seriously instead of saying, yeah, whatever, I'll just make laws where we can just like beat you up for aborting a baby or whatever. That's fine.
Beat you up for okay. I mean, I understood what you was getting at, but I'm just actually imagining like a officer beating someone up because they got a baby, like actually kicking their ass because they got an abortion. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it's funny to me. It's fucked up.
I mean, it's probably because it's based on a reality that could very well come to pass, honestly.
Women don't get fucking like beat up for it. They get ridiculed.
I mostly meant like the cops fucking knocking on your door saying, you get a fucking abortion, you're coming with us for murder.
Murder. Life starts at conception, and with that logic, I am a fucking murderer too. Because seriously, with that logic, if you have sex with a condom, are you still a murderer?
Oh, you're a mass murderer then.
Yeah, huh? I guess that's the religious way.
The infinite serial killer nutbuster.
If that's the case, I was a fucking serial killer way before I started having sex. So many socks.
Hey, listen up, fellas, and I guess also trans women. What is your if you ever busted a nut? What's your serial killer secret name? Like, what's your serial killer epithet?
That's a good question. Okay,
What was that in the comments? Like, I'm not just trying to get you to comment. I actually want to know this time.
Your serial killer name would be the color of your underwear and the last food you ate. So your first name would be the color of your underwear, and your last name would be the last food you ate. So for me, it would be black Oreo, but that really doesn't make any sense. But the last thing I ate was Oreo, so that's my cereal
Black
name.
cracker.
Black Oreo.
It's black
Are you there,
cracker.
Brandon? Are you saying
I
words?
am.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. My headphones are acting up.
Black cracker.
Black cracker. That's your.
Black cracker.
Is that mine or yours?
That's mine.
Okay, black cracker. I love it. I really like
I'm
that.
surprised no one fucking called me that in elementary school.
You black cracker. Well, you know what?
Exactly.
The fact that no one has called you makes it even funnier. The fact that you call yourself that. Own it. You fucking.
I guess so.
You killer of your own babies. How dare you?
In fact, viewers, if you don't like whichever one you came up with, make up your own.
Make up your own. To be honest, I just want to know your serial killer name.
Kinda like you know how like everybody in One Piece has like an epithet next to their name. Like it's not Luffy, he's Straw Hat Luffy. Like give me that. Give me your epithet.
Oh, they all have like an intro to their name.
Yeah. Like Zoro, the sword guy. He's Pirate Hunter Zoro, or Nami, the thief.
He's a pirate hunter. Pirate.
Yeah, because before he joined up with Luffy and the boys, he was like hunting pirates as a bounty hunter.
As a what? One more time.
As a bounty hunter. That's what he was doing.
All my fucking headphones suck.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's not your fault. I need to buy new headphones, like actual expensive headphones. But I gotta buy a couple of things. Like I don't know if you noticed, but we moved since the last episode. I think the last episode was before we moved.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so like the setup is different. Like I don't the desk I had or the desk I was using beforehand, we got rid of that, and also the chair. So I need to find like a new setup. So right now it's kind of just a makeshift setup, with a random closet in the background. But this is also going to be temporary. It's going to change again because we're only going to stay here until November, and then like in November we're going to move again. This is the temporary in between us buying a house and shit. So yeah,
gamer post back
life
there,
is
Bobby.
just crazy right now. This past year has been like really fucking crazy for me, man. I've just been been stuck doing a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And just like school, work, shit like that. And it's just all just piling up. Having a girlfriend, that's like
it's
the hardest
awful.
one. Like having a girlfriend is like having a job that you're always doing wrong. You there?
Yeah, right when you said that, because I wasn't sure how loud the TV in the other room is. Like when you said that, these went.
So what's happening? Oh, you know what? One thing I actually did just randomly start doing is I downloaded Unity. Just see if I like get into game design, just so I can. I don't expect to actually make a real video game out of it, but I tried to make like a 2D platformer. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make a floor. Like I can put the model down for the floor, but as soon as I put the character down, he just falls right through the floor. I don't know how to make the sword solid.
I don't remember since I learned to use Unity years ago and forgot it.
I just randomly started just doing it just to figure out just like what it is. What's about
most like questions, if you know how to articulate them, can be Googled, and I don't mean that in like the dismissive way, but in the like, don't forget, this is a very valuable tool that people are working on
constantly.
Way.
Yeah. To be honest, it happened. I started using Unity like right before I went to Hawaii, like a week or two beforehand. I was just trying it out, see how it was, and like I didn't really get a chance to fully dive into it because life. And then by the time I was about to actually, I mean, I technically can do it now because I still have it downloaded. I just haven't actually played with it since I feel like about 2 or 3 weeks now. No, not 2 or 3 weeks because it was shorter than that. Like about like a week and a half. I haven't really touched it.
So now you know the horrible most retro throwback 2D games are actually 3D.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I didn't know what you talking about. Old school? You talking about like Super Mario Brothers?
No, like Shovel Knight. Like Shovel Knight is a 3D.
Yeah, that I know. Yeah.
Like I didn't know that until I saw a video of a guy like just showing like, yeah. So here's what you do when you mess with the camera in Shovel Knight. It's all 3D assets, but just on 2D textures.
Like, wait. So that's something I don't know. Is Shovel Knight himself a 3D model, or is it like a flat 2D
everything
model?
is a 3D model, but with a 2D texture on top of it.
So yeah, so Shovel Knight himself. So you can technically move the camera behind Shovel Knight, and it'd be like an actual model of Shovel Knight.
Like if you slightly turn the camera, you'll notice that all this stuff in the background is like actually in the background far away.
See, that I knew. Like layers, I knew that. But like, you telling me is the actual depth to the game too?
Yes. Like, yeah. Like it's not just layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. No. There's actual distance between those two assets.
Huh. That's fucking weird. That's uselessly weird. I knew it had like 3D elements to it because you can kind of tell when you play the game, but I didn't know it was like to that extreme.
Yeah, like I think the best comparison I think is probably Smash, where like the 3D is sort of like that, where it's that all kind of makes sense though. Smash like everything's just locked into a 2D plane, so there's no chance of you moving the camera in a way you're not supposed to.
But see, I would expect that from Smash because that's just kind of how they've always done it, and they're 3D models. You can tell that they're 3D models when they don't try to make it like a 2D like hidden or 3D hidden behind 2D. Like it's definitely a 3D model with just a 2D screen, so you can tell. I expect that in Melee. Shovel Knight doesn't make it. That seems like more work than necessary because the whole game is 2-dimensional, and it's.
I think it's like ultimately less work because like you can still work with the same sort of tools you have with a 3D game, but just in 2D.
I don't really know much about game development, so I'm gonna have to take your word for it. And if you're lying to me, well, stop lying to me, you liar.
Oh, okay.
Are you lying to me?
I am not.
Please lie to me. That's how I go. Like that's how I get my rocks off. That's how I kill my babies. That's how I became a mass murderer. Every time someone lied to me, I just went to my room and jerked off. A lot of people have been lying to me my whole life.
Oh shit. It wasn't that. It was just that, like, I was looking at the notes. I was like, I'm not going to mention that guy that killed that poor girl. And then I just remembered it again.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So, I mean, you just brought it up.
Yeah, I think this may have happened while you were on vacation. This dude that was, like, I guess mad this e-girl had a boyfriend or whatever, or something like that. Like, he just murdered her. It's pretty fucked, and he just uploaded the picture and super messed up.
Oh, I did hear about this. Yeah, he was like a YouTuber himself, wasn't he, or some shit like that? Like
I don't know. Like maybe I didn't look very hard because I knew that just images of someone's body just on the internet, and I just didn't want to bump into it. But yeah, like that dude just got so mad. He just like, hey, homie, you need a lift from the show later? And she was like, yeah, it's all good. And he just fucking killed her, which is super unfortunate. Because the dude was like, I mean, not that murdering someone is like, okay, well that's bad, but here's where it's really bad. But like the dude was like 23 or 24, and she was like 17. So there's already cut that out.
What is up with that? There's a lot of that on the internet. I mean, I guess maybe it's just because it's highlighted, but like there was another guy. I watched the H3, not H3. All right, this is kind of like a guilty pleasure of mine. But you ever heard of Drama Alert?
Drama what?
Drama Alert.
I haven't. Sounds like something I might enjoy because I do like.
it's a YouTuber. He's kind of a douchebag. Look it up if you want to, but the YouTuber is kind of, well, not kind of, I'm being nice. He's a douchebag, but I can't help but like kind of like his show. It's definitely a guilty pleasure of mine, is liking his show, and he just talks about internet drama. That's like any other YouTuber. He's kind of just in a douchebaggy type of way. And he was talking about this one guy who's like 30, and he like dating this 17-year-old, and it was like, what? Like, you do understand we live in a world of the internet. You're always being recorded. How can you openly date a 17-year-old, like, or 16, whatever, like she's under the age of 18, and he's definitely well above the age of 18. That always weird to me. Like,
Bobby, okay, just so I think we became friends when I was like maybe 23 or something, or like 22, 23, early 20s. Just making sure if you're actually really my friend in the real world. If I decided at the age of 23 or whatever that I was going to date someone who was 17, you would roast me into fucking oblivion, right?
If I didn't know you, I just wouldn't talk to you. If, like, the Brandon you are now, I wouldn't even roast you. I would just sit you down, like, okay, we really need to talk about this. If this isn't like that, I would talk to you about it. I wouldn't roast you. I'm like, okay, this is
like, listen up, man.
We
I
need to
feel like you're about
this.
to do fucking dumb shit.
Yeah, you about to do some. You about to do some real
boy.
dumb shit, bro. Yeah, it'd be one of them, like, you about to do some real dumb shit, and I don't want to see you go to jail, especially because there's like hours of footage of us talking together, and I don't want to be associated with that. I'm joking. I don't want to be associated with that, but I also don't want to see you go to jail off of some pedophile shit.
Like, do these guys not have friends?
I assume that's the case. I will have to assume that is the case for that, because there's another guy who I forgot about. I don't want to be super negative. I'm trying to do a whole spin on my life, but we're talking about it, so fuck it. Whatever, we're already talking about it. So there was this another guy. He was a similar situation. He killed this. He didn't kill. He raped a girl. Yeah, like, this guy raped a girl, but he recorded the raping, and he sent the text message like out. He was like, when your first time having sex is rape, and then he's literally like videotaping. Like, he put that like in the caption as if it's a joke, as if that's like funny enough to be a joke. And he like, what the fuck? And he sent it out to people too, and did that. So I'm like, what? He was a kid. Like,
why would you post that like it's a fucking meme?
Okay, in this case, he wasn't an adult raping a child. It was like a kid raping a kid, but it's still rape. So, like,
I mean, yeah, like, regardless, like, why would you post that like it's a meme?
Yeah, that's the part that kills me the most. It's like, okay, do you not live in 2019? Do you not know what the internet is?
Like, part of me is, and this might be sort of like me being an old person and like trying to retrofit stuff that I think was hot and popping in 2006 to today, but do these people not know what fucking memes are? It's not a meme. That's not relatable.
That's not relatable at all. That's
just bad. That's deceivable. That's not relatable. Memes are like, I don't fucking know. Not that. They're like, oh shit, when your boss is being a dick to you at work, and you go, ha, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, when your boss be an asshole, and you be like, and then it's inserts funny picture of you beating up your boss here. That's a meme. No, not raping a woman. That's like, I feel bad for
like her. Even if you're like a kid and you're like, oh, when the fucking teacher steps out of the room, you get real rowdy. That's mean. We can relate to that. I can't. Stop it. Cut it out.
Something went wrong. We're not live anymore. What happened? I don't know what's up with my internet, man. I mean, we're still recording, don't get me wrong. We're just not live anymore.
Oh. Weird. Well, fellows, I guess not on Facebook. I'm going to give you a pro strat. A strat from the tip diddly top. You're going to use this cool tip in the future. It is less work to harass and do other stuff to women on the internet than it is to not to.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. Like,
it's less work. It's less work to not harass or assault women on the internet than it is to do that stuff.
You know what?
You're saving
Like
time,
like here's
saving
the thing.
energy.
Like, I feel like this is fucked up, but I feel like you're wasting your time right now saying that because the guy who is doing that isn't going to listen to you. Because I'm pretty sure the woman is already that he's harassing is already telling him to not do it, and he's still doing it. So,
yeah, you're right. That's true. I already know that this is an effort in futility.
Yeah, I mean, I respect the fact that you're trying to do good, but an asshole is an asshole, regardless of I don't know.
Although I feel like, and this is one that I've fallen for before. Although I'm not a serial killer, even though as much as I joke about doing it. Many gents who pull this kind of thing, your life would be a lot easier. And this is the kettle black, even though I'm not a serial killer. If you just didn't focus on one person, so if they don't like you back, then you're not really tripping on. Yeah. Like you see a big titty Instagram girl. Oh, she has a boyfriend. Oh, well, whatever. Not my fucking problem. I don't care.
See, I have a problem. I don't have a problem with it. That's the best way of going about it. But see, there's a line there because if you just like kind of handle every like form of rejection by substituting insert new person here. Like, okay, this person rejected me.
Well,
and then
not even like that, but like just saying it's not, like I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's fine.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like, if this one person doesn't like me, it's okay because there's another person over here.
Yeah, like it's not like Naruto saying I'm going to be the Hokage one day, and he finds out that job just doesn't even exist anymore or something.
Yeah, I get that, but what I'm getting at is like that's not a healthy way of going about like rejection. It's like
moderation is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I need to fix my title screen. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, what I was getting at is like that's not a healthy way. I get what you're saying, but like that's not a healthy way of going about it. Just because like let's say he does get over it, right? Like get over a woman that way, but he then gets or a man or girl gets whatever your significant other, and you actually get into like an actual relationship, you won't really be fully invested in that relationship when you have the mentality of like, well, if something bad goes here, I can just move on to XYZ. Like you won't give 100% if you always have like a plan B.
But like Bobby, you're thinking like too many steps ahead. I'm just at the point of like, is this person interested? Like, okay. I'm just stopping at like that point right
Touche, you're right about that. Because I'm thinking about, well, you need to be in a relationship first, and then you need to be in a relationship long enough.
No. Because like I think like the number of guys that are like in relationships pulling this kind of thing is like a little bit lower than like single guys just like flipping out because a girl didn't say hi or whatever.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot lower, unless the guy's just a complete douchebag. But like. Yeah, and I don't know any woman that's okay with her dudes just like harassing another woman online, and it's not, it's not
great, fellas,
and it's not worth the effort of getting like caught. Like even if you do it, and like if you get caught, it's not really worth it because you're not getting anything from.
Like even just putting aside being a good person, let's throw being a half decent human being out the fucking window for a minute. It's still not a good look, fellas.
There you go. You're right about that. On top of it, you just fuck chivalry. It's just a bad look. But you know what I need to do? Yeah. I need to start giving a shout out to the games that I have. Like every episode, like I have just a game under me, just playing like in the background. We don't really talk about it or anything. It's just a game in the background. I need to at least like somewhat acknowledge those games. I know I just switched the subject from like rapey men to like video games, but in all honesty, I'm trying to do a positive swing in my life, and I don't want to think about rapey ass dudes.
What's not that? I was trying to steer towards this is how you can improve yourself, fellas.
You know what? I don't care about them. I don't care about them anymore. Like those incels.
That's fair.
I don't give a fuck about them. Like
if you're an incel, you can die, I guess.
No. I didn't say that.
If you're an incel, you can fine. If you're an incel, just stop it.
No, what I'm getting at is
No,
if
it's easy.
you can't just stop being involuntarily celibate. No, you got to work at that shit. It's fun. You get like I
When you think
understand the
about
struggle.
it,
No, let me explain. I understand your struggle. What I'm getting at is I am not your messiah. I don't give a fuck about giving you advice. That's what I'm getting at. Like if you can't figure it
fair.
out,
Not my
go
problem.
go listen to Jordan Peterson 12 Rules of Life. That shit helped me out with my depression and probably help you out and get a woman. So hey, to be honest, vagina ain't really that worth it. Like to be that crazy over it. I mean, I know when you don't get it, it seems like it is, but once you have it, you start realizing that it's just kind of it's expensive. Don't
Save yourself money, fellas. Buy a prostitute
or get a really good job.
or get a really good job.
Yeah. Prostitutes will lead you to like AIDS and like feeling empty.
That's why you wear a condom.
You still feel empty.
But that's more money though.
No, man. I mean, like empty because like the only fucking love you can get is that you have to pay for it.
That's true.
You know what? Again, I don't care. I don't care about these incels and their problems, man. I just got back from Hawaii. I was feeling good out there, man. I had a shirt that said "I just got laid" because you know the little flowers, little flower necklace. It's called laid. So I like it. I just got laid. It's kind of cool.
I think the older I get, the more irritated I am with people that wallow in negativity without making an attempt to make themselves smile. So how about that video game, B? What's up with that?
I don't know. I guess the only video games I've been playing lately is there's 2 video games I really need to actually start working on my on mobile gems. But outside of that, like it's this mobile game I've been playing. It's called Elevate, which is basically like an educational game. It's just like match these words here, spell this word out here and everything. But it's a really good game. I've been playing. It's literally just a mobile game that's just designed to help you improve like your reading and math skills and shit like that. But to be honest, I really like it. Like they give you like 5 challenges a day, and you just have to finish those challenges and you work on your spelling. I don't know how to explain it past that. It's literally just an educational game on your phone, and it's really fun. I really like it. I'm expanding my vocabulary over here. I'm getting edulated. That's one thing I've been playing. And the other thing I've been playing is the game that's actually being shown right now in the video down below. Divinity Original Sin 2. That's a fucking meaty ass, hearty, damn good but time commitment game. Like you have to sit down and just focus in this shit. I've spent easily 30 hours plus on chapter 1, and I'm just now at the point where I can leave the first island.
Man, Dungeons and Dragons game's always real fucking long.
Yeah, it is really fucking long, but that's really wild. Like it's a number game, so it's like a lot of grindy and mid-maxing and shit like that, which I really like. But it's also really heavy on lore and like side characters and shit. So it's just like, and that's just my thing. Have you ever played Dragon? I'm guessing you never played it, but have you ever played Dragon Age?
I didn't hear what you said, but I'm guessing you said Dragon. No.
Okay. I asked you, have you ever played Dragon Age?
No.
Okay.
No. I see so many fucking Dragon Age comments. I just have that keyword blocked on like Twitter and Tumblr.
Really? You have Dragon Age?
Yeah.
Wait, people still talking about the game? Wait, I'm confused now. Why?
Bobby, Dragon Age has a fucking fandom, man.
I know it has a fandom, but like, there's no sign of there ever being a good Dragon Age game again, and let alone another Dragon Age game again. So even if they do make a new one, it's probably going to be bad. Why is there still community there? Like, I like Dragon Age.
I mean, there's no chance of us getting another Homestuck, and there's still people talking about Homestuck.
Wait, I thought that shit ended. I don't even like Homestuck. I tried to get
Like
into
it
it.
might have
Homestuck was
ended,
really,
but
really.
you know, like
Do you like
fandoms
it?
are like a way of life, man.
Do you like okay? Do you like Homestuck?
No,
No. Oh
no,
well.
I fucking hate Homestuck. I just had to put up with it for so long.
Well, you did have a lot of lesbian friends, so that was going to lead to my next question, which is like, why do lesbians like Homestuck so goddamn much?
I don't even think it's necessarily like just lesbians, although we do know a lot of lesbian stuff.
It's not just.
Um,
I'm not saying it's just lesbians. What I'm saying is, there's. I would say, like just by observation, about 50 to 55% of the Homestuck community are lesbian or gay.
um,
And that's just off of
so I
visual
don't really
observation,
know,
like
but I'm
cons.
going to jump. I'm going to take your observation and run with it for a minute,
That's
Bobby.
fine. Yeah.
So, to my understanding, I don't fuck with I don't fuck with Homestuck. But as soon as Homestuck ended, like Steven Universe came out, so all the fucking Homestucks immediately started watching.
Steven
And
Universe.
when Steven Universe went on break, they all started like. That's right when fucking Undertale came out, which are both very gay properties.
Undertale is Undertale gay? Because I really like Undertale. I haven't.
It's
That's a really good
it's
video game.
oh wow. It's not especially gay, but it's very gay Tumblr friendly. Like the main
I get what
character
you're
is
saying.
non-binary. Like I don't think there are any other.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you did. Yeah, I get the community behind it. Yeah, but also, why'd you say "oh, Poppy" like that? Like, what? Do you don't think it's a good game? You don't like it?
What?
Not Homestuck. What is that game?
Dragon Age?
No. We were literally just talking about it. Undertale. Undertale. You don't think Undertale is a good game?
No, Undertale is an amazing game.
Okay.
It's probably in my top 10. But it's also a fandom game.
Yeah, it's definitely a fan. I was going to do a playthrough of it. Like, legitimately had the setup and everything ready. I was going to do a playthrough, and like, I don't want to be part of that. Like, I don't want to say something wrong. Like, there's certain games I'm afraid to actually play online, which is weird, and like, I need to get over that. It's just a mental thing there. But like, there's certain things I'm just afraid to play just because of the community behind it. Like, Divinity Original Sin 2, I'm shit at this game, but it's like playing Dungeons and Dragons meet chess with a really good story. But like, you can also play this game with other people, and like, other people can just, while you're playing the game, if you have the settings that allow other people to just randomly jump in your game and watch you doing it, they can just jump in your game and watch you play the game and like judge you as you're playing. And that shit is kind of, I give streamers a lot of respect, man, because have people just sit there and watch you play like live is kind of nerve wracking, man. It's kind of nerve wracking.
I feel like I sort of disagree on your view about that a little.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Specifically, so I found out about this game called Off, and apparently,
Wait, what's it called again?
Was sort of Off, OFF.
What's about?
So it's sort of a weird experimental JRPG with like a weird eccentric art style where everything looks like it's being written in pen and everything is like super cryptic and weird, and it's everything I've ever wanted in a video game. And I was blissfully playing this game, just unaware that apparently this was like the big fucking fandom game like a couple of years when like people were hyped up about Doctor Who, and I just had no idea. So I went to look for like stuff on the game and cool fan art and whatever, and no one was talking about it because I guess the fandom is just gone now. So it was like finding the ruin of a long lost civilization, and I'm exploring the remnants by playing this game. And I feel that like some of the hype for Undertale has probably died off enough to where like you can sort of experience this for yourself without too many people coming after you for it.
I feel like that too. Like, I kind of feel like that too, but there's another. Again, it's a stupid fear of mine for some reason. I don't even know where it originates from. Like, most of the time, I don't give a damn
honestly,
about people's opinion. Like, I could play Sekiro, but like Sekiro, I could play that game live, and I did. Like, if you look back on this channel, Like if you're watching this on YouTube, if you look back on this channel, look at some of my older videos, you will see like live playthrough of me just playing Sekiro. I mean, it's not very entertaining, but you can see me, and I don't really care. Games like that, for some reason, I have absolutely no problem playing and being judged because I guess it's a hard game, whatever. But for like games like Undertale, which isn't really a hard game, it's just like a unique game. You know what I'm talking about? It's not a difficult game.
You could beat Undertale in the time it takes to do 3 episodes of Shovelware.
Yes. Yeah. So about 3 or 4
Yeah, like it's about 3 to 5 hours, give or take.
But for some reason, just the fandom kind of scared me a little bit. Like I would never play Five Nights at Freddy's just because of the fandom, and also I don't like that type of game. But still, same thing. Like I just the fandom kind of shoos me away.
You know, it's actually really interesting because I actually don't really interact with like fandoms much at all, or at least for video games. Until I'm like done with whatever it is, and like they can retroactively ruin the experience. Because for me, like video games tend to be like a very, this is gonna sound so fucking pretentious. It's a very close and very intimate experience. Your first time playing a video game.
I agree and disagree with you on that. I know what you're talking about because, like, one, I was raised as the only child, and I've been playing video games since I was 3. So when you say video games to you, me and you've had this conversation before. But when you talk about like, and video games are very personal and like a personal thing to you, and it's just like a personal experience that you kind of like and take on your own. I agree with you on that because that's why I like Zelda. Like I don't think I will ever play Zelda on a playthrough, like a live stream or anything like that. I don't even want to think about entertaining someone else while I'm playing Zelda. I just like playing Zelda. It's a very personal thing for me. But I also disagree with you on that because it's only a personal experience if you want it to be a personal experience, like a personal solo experience. If you want it to be a personal, so you can, if you choose, especially with today's technology, you can choose to share anything. You can choose to share anything. So if you want to have just like, if you have an experience that's just a by yourself solo experience and not be part of a fandom, that's your choice. But like if you choose to like put it out in the world, like, you know, that's another choice. And like me, and I want to grow the channel and everything, so I want to put my shit out in the world. But like the fandoms, lightweight kind of scare me. Like I don't know, not scare. Like scare is probably the wrong word. It's too dramatic of a word. Like I need to find a different word for scare. It's just
it's a
intimidating. A turn off. Turn off is a better word there. It's kind of a turn off just because. Yeah, I just don't know how the fandom was going to react to it. Like I made the
like it kind of like I think what you're sort of getting at is you're still saying that it is still a very personal experience. Sorry, I've run out of sex terms to use for this. Sorry. It is a very personal experience to have, but when you're streaming it, it still is that you're just putting it out in public.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite things is like seeing threads on Twitter where someone is like live blogging or whatever, like, hey y'all, I've never fucking seen Evangelion before. I'm just gonna post in this thread my thoughts on it as I'm watching it. So that people go, oh shit, he's about to reach that one part. Oh fuck, here it comes.
I still haven't watched that. Like I for some reason I put it on because it's on Netflix right now. I tried.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I turned it on and I tried to watch it. And then I started doing other things. Next thing you know, the show was on episode 6, and I have absolutely no idea what's going on. But I really, really, really want to get into it because I've seen glimpses of like the end game, sort of like.
Oh shit! Okay, you know that is just flies off the fucking rail.
Yeah, I don't really understand what I saw. I just seen some shit that looks really cool. So like okay, remember when you showed me the ending of Girl Lagann? And like you just showed me the 2 robots throwing shuriken galaxies at each other. In that case, like I didn't understand anything that I was fucking watching, but it looked cool. What I've seen towards the end of Evangelion is less of that, just even less shit, like screenshots of things that just look kind of cool. And I just really want to get there, but for some reason I can't sit down and do it. It's something about robots, man. It's something about anime and giant robots.
Specifically for Evangelion, it is a little bit of a slow burn. like it is like the first, probably first 2/3 of it are just about like a dude who, just has to learn to live with having clinical depression, who also has to pilot a robot.
That's why I
And
want to see it. Outside of the robot part, I really want to see it for that right there. I love
oh
when
yeah,
media.
like that fucking show, it gets depression. Like, how some shows they say, oh, it's about depression, like Madoka. Madoka
Madoka,
talks about it. I don't think Madoka gets depression.
yeah, I don't think Madoka gets really cool anime, but it doesn't really get depression.
Like they say it's depression, but I don't think they get it.
There's not a single
Evangelion gets it.
Yeah, there's not
Evangelion,
not a single person in Madoka that I look at him like she's depressed. Maybe the dark haired one, maybe her, but I think she's just kind of crazy.
Homura, I'm sort of willing to argue.
Mommy,
blue hair, maybe.
I don't think I think she gets depressed, but I don't think.
I think she has some elements there.
She definitely has elements of depression, but her arc isn't major enough for to say that the whole show is about depression.
Yeah, like people say it's like, oh, it's about depression, no, it's not.
It's not true. I mean, you can kind of make it. Cause now that I think about it, because I'm thinking about Madoka now, like for Madoka herself, she's not depressed at all. No. For Madoka herself, she's not depressed at all. Her friends around her, though, you can make an argument for it. Like the blue hair girl, even though she has the best boss fight, in my opinion, she's definitely like feeling some depressive, like not having this boy's attention. A stupid reason, in my opinion, but you can kind of say that. Mommy, she doesn't have any friends, so I can guess you can kind of say she's depressed because she's lonely. And then the dark haired girl, I always forget her name.
Homura.
Yeah, Homura. You can say that she's depressed because she just keeps watching her best friend die over and over and over, and like that's the best case for depression area, because that will cause someone to go fucking insane.
Yeah, like even then, like those are things that happen to a character.
Yeah,
not really like this character. Homer last name has clinical depression. You can't say that about the girls, but you can say that about Shin.
I can say she's a badass though. I will say that she her willpower is god tier, because I would have gave up on Madoka after the second death.
I would have just called it.
I would have.
Well, I've done all I can do.
I just would have just quit. Like, oh, she turns into a giant monster. Okay, well, I'm gonna try a couple more times. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, well, I'm just gonna exist throughout time then and just move on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep fucking, hopping universes for a little bit. You know what I mean? Until I can figure this bitch out.
I mean, I guess that's what she did, but I just I wouldn't have continued trying to save her.
I'm not gonna make it a point. Like, I'm just hopping when it gets bad.
Peace. Like I don't understand. Like, okay, even we're talking about Madoka, but fuck it, that's a good anime. But I don't really understand Homura. That's her name, Homura.
Yeah, black hair.
Yeah, I don't understand her obsession with Madoka at all. Okay, like if you watch the show, she's a new kid. Madoka is her first friend. I get that part. Like that part I get, but I don't understand why she felt such a connection to her to the point where she needs to dedicate her entire existence to making sure this woman lives, or this little girl, teenage girl lives. Like, I don't understand that part at all.
I am with you, and I thought that was a little bit bunk. And, well, no. I get it. That's called being a nice guy. She's a nice guy.
But here's the thing. I never thought of her as a nice guy, but I guess if a guy was to do the same thing, I'm like, you just a nice guy. Dog.
I mean, when you think about it, Homer, have you even kissed this girl? I'm going to use the restroom, Robert.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Cool, that's fine. Okay, this is the break because I want to get something to drink anyway. So, if you're watching it, this is going to be a cut right, boom, here. All right, hey, we're back. No, we're not. Break. All right. BRB.
All right. Break time, boy.
And we're back from outer space. I hope y'all like that smoke break and something in your face. Okay. What's happening, Brandon?
Yeah, we gotta make a ShovelWare eye catch like they got in those anime.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know how like when anime when they go on break, they have a little animation that plays.
Like a little animation, like what do you mean? Like it's just like a little.
Well, like in Dragon Ball Super, when like it's time for commercial break, they play a little jingle.
That shit.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, well, I can work on it.
I mean, I was joking, like we just take one already, just stick it in there like it's ours. Yeah. Let's just take the eye catch and just say it's ours.
Oh yeah, I like that. Let's do that. What's wrong? Well, I need the light.
I see. I like it. I like the setup.
Hey, yeah, it's makeshift. I ain't got a desk.
I'm telling that. So we got like an actual big ass light to beam on.
Yeah, you know. All right. What were we talking about before the break?
I don't remember.
All right. Well,
I guess we ran out of ideas. I guess the show's over now.
Well, you know what? Let's call it quits. This was just a comeback episode anyway, since we took such a long break. So let's call it quits here. I need to go do some things. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's something else that we need to talk about, but I can't really think of anything. That's it, right?
Well, if it was that important, we'll catch it in editing, and then that'll be the cliffhanger for next week, which we'll be back for definitely next week.
Yes, we're going to go back. Sorry, that break, it was kind of like a last minute type of thing. Like I said, I ended up moving, and then after that, I got kind of like overwhelmed and stressed out with like life. Then I went on vacation and had the complete opposite experience of being overwhelmed. It's like just had a really good time there. Now we're back from here.
I got new glasses, so
he got new glasses. So
it's really all changing, guys.
We're slowly evolving, man. Like right now, you're watching the metamorphosis. No, I'm joking. But next week we're going back to the normal schedule. Today is Saturday. Should we record on Saturday or Fridays? Were you more comfortable with? Do you want to record? Because right now, today is Saturday, and I normally have Sundays off. So like, if we record on Saturday, I can edit on Sunday. But if we record on Friday, it can be the same thing. I'll have to record like that.
Probably Friday, but I think I'll know later. My schedule's being a little iffy right now.
Okay, so for all intents and purposes, as of right now, we're going to just continue with the normal schedule, recording on Fridays. Let's shoot for around like 8 o'clock on Fridays. That should be at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I mean, for viewers, for like nothing. Unless if
you're on YouTube, it doesn't really matter. You'll see the video on Monday.
Like, you're still getting it on like probably Monday at some point.
If you're on Facebook, though, if you're watching this live, it will be live recorded on Facebook. Again, link in the description down below. But it will be live on Facebook Fridays, 8 o'clock. We're just keeping that time frame until future notice.
Until we decide not to.
Yeah, until something else happens or whatever. But if something does happen, I'm going to be really. I'm getting better, or I'm going to get better at informing the audience of changes and shit like that, because this hiatus just kind of happened out of nowhere. So anyway, that's it. I have been your host, Mr. B.R. Jones. To my left,
down.
There we go. To my
to your down. It's me. It's your boy, Sid Gas. Go follow me on things like anime or whatever.
It kind of sounded like he was about to start spitting some hot bars. It's me. It's your boy. Sid
It's
Gas.
your boy. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. We're today for another episode of Five Nights at Freddy's. All right, next week on ShovelWare, we're going to Fishman Island. I'll see you next time.
Peace. I don't even know where Fishman Island is, but we're going straight there.
We're going there.
All right, that's it. Peace, arrivederci, aloha, and how do you say thank you? Mahalo, aloha and mahalo from not Hawaii, because I'm
Sayonara, suckers.
sayonara. I didn't talk about how Hawaii looks like fucking Japan. Like there's so many Japanese people walking around. It's crazy. Seriously.
Oh.
Okay, now I wasn't too far away from Pearl Harbor either. Like I was like driving distance, like 20 minutes away from Pearl Harbor, and it was hella Japanese people walking around.
That's true.
It was really cool and really weird at the same time. Like to be in America, but to be in a state where the
there was a
population
shit ton of Japanese stuff in Hawaii.
I know, but it's like to be in America and to be in an American state where majority of the people around you are not white was hella cool. Like it's like walking around in Chinatown, except the entire state is Chinatown. Like it was just really fucking cool, you know.
Finally, a break from these fucking white people.
Man, that white privilege just didn't exist out there. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, I'm not even hating no. I know I sound racist right now. I'm gonna end this podcast. We should have ended. Bye.
Should have ended on the Fishman Island bit.
In Fishman Island, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share with your friends, tell everyone, be at the live show because you know you want to be there. We're going up! All right. My lights are going out, so peace.